Alright, what's up everybody? This is Zap, and I'm getting ready to give you guys my thoughts on Homefront. I bought it on release night. Uh, GameStop was actually having a midnight launch for the game, which was pretty weird. However, there was a pretty good turnout. There's about a little over a dozen people there. So yeah, that was pretty shocking. But anyway, these are just my thoughts on Homefront. I've been playing it for like the last couple days, not really heavily, but I've been playing it, and I will say that I do enjoy the gameplay. I love playing Homefront. The only thing I really don't enjoy too much is the excessive camping that goes on in Homefront, and because the maps are so big and because there's so many players that you can have in a match, you can have up to 32 players in one match, you tend to get sniped a lot unless you're actually in a vehicle, because people can go prone, they can lay on the highest point of the map, and you can't hit them unless you actually get a air vehicle to take them out, or you throw that one good grenade or whatever the case is. So Homefront can be a little bit frustrating in that respect. So other than that, I do enjoy the gameplay. However, from an uploader standpoint, it's not really that enjoyable to watch. It's pretty much the standard first-person shooter, you know what I mean? So, yeah, nothing really too groundbreaking. I say the only thing that they did with this game is that the battle points, I guess you earn while playing in multiplayer matches, you use to purchase your kill streaks. You know what I mean? So you can buy an attack helicopter, which I believe I'll be using in this game. You can buy Humvees, you can buy APCs, you can buy tanks, you can do all that stuff. So as you accumulate points or whatever for your kills, you can go ahead and buy these, buy this armor and all this other stuff, which is pretty cool. And then once you spend those battle points, it goes back to 0 or whatever, and you got to restart all over again. So it's kind of a unique take on the kill streak concept, but at the same time, it's still the kill streak concept. There aren't actual classes in this game, which is kind of a bummer, because I really love class-based shooters. I love games like Battlefield and Killzone, where you have a class that can do specific things that no other class can do. Like in Killzone, your engineer can build turrets, or in Battlefield, your engineer can repair vehicles, or medic revives people. The scout classes, the scout and the recon classes, those are the sniper classes, and so on and so forth. So I do love class-based multiplayer games in my shooters these days, at least in my first-person shooters, rather than just having loadouts. So that's one bummer that I had about this game. But like I said, man, I do enjoy it, but it's not that groundbreaking of a shooter. The graphics are pretty bad. Now, keep in mind that when you play a game like this, and you can have so many people online in one match, at least from the console side of things, something's got to give. You can't have the best graphics and then expect to, host these huge maps with pretty good detail in them, because these are pretty good detailed maps, with the freeway overpass and all that stuff. And I really wish my son wasn't awake during this video, because he's kind of messing up my commentary, but it's all right. Yeah, you can't have all that detail and then, expect the game to be running perfectly fine online, So it's you kind of get one or the other with most console games. At least on the Xbox, anyway. Because, we've all seen what Killzone can do. But, yeah, man. For $60, I would at least expect a little bit more polish in the multiplayer. But, at least in the graphical look of it. So, oh well, it is what it is. So, you can't really break up into squads like you can in games like Killzone or in Battlefield Bad Company, which was kind of a bummer. You can't really choose where you spawn at. You're just kind of stuck spawning. But however, you do get like an overhead view of the map as you spawn. Like if you watch right here where I spawn, or when I spawn, you see how it come down like that. You do get to look and see where a lot of the enemy is, and if you have that one camper and you still can't pinpoint where he is, just pay attention to where you spawn or when you spawn, and you can see where that person is. So yeah, the game types are a little lazy, I believe. You get domination, you get team deathmatch, and then you get variations of the two. You know, there's nothing really different about them. Whereas even a game like Halo, you get so many different game types. You know, with Halo Reach, you get all these different variants of game types to choose from, and they're all different in their own specific way. Whereas in Homefront, it's domination, you know, team deathmatch, and then there's just altered versions of domination and team deathmatch to choose from, where you get like an assassination target or something like that during the domination game type, or some random shit like that. So fucking, I don't know, man. I just really think they could have done so much more, and with all the hype that they were getting, you know, over the last few weeks leading up to its release, I was really hoping for more, but I didn't really get that. You know, it's kind of the same disappointment I had when I got Halo Reach. I played it, and it was just pretty much more of the same. So, whatever. Let's see. I'm not trying to like sway anyone's opinion from buying the game, because like I said, the game is really fun to play. Being in the vehicles, you don't feel invincible at all. Your helicopters, your armor, your tanks, all that stuff can be shot and destroyed just like that. So absolutely in no way, shape, or form are you invincible when you're in these vehicles. So I like that. I think they did that. It's sort of like how you are when you're in a mech or in the XO and in Killzone. When you're in that fucking thing, the enemy can shoot you and you will be dead. You can get sniped out of the fucking thing pretty easily. So yeah, I do like that the vehicles aren't completely overpowered in this game. I do enjoy that. You can't really tell a really big difference in the weapons when you're actually using them. An M16 feels like a SCAR, or you know, a fucking LMG feels like a fucking M16. Yeah, the weapons all feel pretty much the same except for a shotgun, which works like any other shotgun would. So as far as the assault rifles and SMGs and LMGs and all that shit, they pretty much all feel the same except for the sounds. Some are silenced, some are not so silent, and some are just fucking really goddamn loud. Look at the fucking terrible texture on the parachute as I came out, and then like it slowly faded in, and it, oh man, it just, I mean, I'm glad that they gave us a 32-player multiplayer game on the Xbox, but you know, when you, I don't know, man, when you compare it to a game like Killzone, or when you compare it to a game like Battlefield, or even Halo, it's really not that great. I mean, yeah, you get 32 players, armored vehicles, full-on combat, pretty big maps, but the gameplay just isn't that exciting to watch, you know? So, I don't know. This game is either going to be for you or not for you. And my teammate just let that dude run up to me and knife me. You see how that guy just ran straight past my teammate? My teammate looked at his ass cheeks, and that dude just ran straight up to me and just annihilated me. But, yeah, man, fucking, the game is good. The game is good. Don't get me wrong, but if you get the chance to, well, I don't know. Do you have to have? This isn't made by EA, is it? No, it's made by THQ. So I was gonna, cause you know EA games, you have to have that online passcode and shit. Otherwise, you gotta pay extra to play online in their games now. So I was gonna say do that, but luckily this isn't made by EA, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, if you can rent this game or borrow it from a friend if possible, and you know, see what goes on from there. You know, that's pretty much all I got for the most part. I doubt I'll be doing a whole lot of Homefront vids. I might do one now, and then I might do another couple later, and then just be done with the game. But that's pretty much it. I'm about to go back to Killzone, and I heard the Mortal Kombat demo is now available to all PlayStation players, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and download that if that's true. So thanks for watching. That's been my thoughts on Homefront. Peace out.